forum that we have to go.
Hit the dance music. Yeah.
Trina rocks out. You are now tuned in to the Where's Brunch podcast.
Oh, let me stop moving too much.
Episode 1.
One. Hey.
Oh man.
Let's do it.
This has been crazy. This you know what, man? How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm Brocky.
I'm Trina Marie.
And this is the Where's Brunch podcast.
Where's Brunch?
We're in the building.
I'm wearing a merch today.
You are wearing a merch today. The merch that only we have.
That only we have.
Yo, let's go ahead and start getting. Let's go ahead and sip because after 3 attempts to start this podcast, I need to sip, man. Cheers, yo.
Cheers,
we got some bubbly here. We're not gonna say the name of the bubbly
because it's not sponsored.
Because it's not sponsored, but we sipping it. Oh man. So
nice, very cloudy, very puffy.
You said cloudy? Puffy. What do you mean, like creamy?
Yes.
It is a little creamy.
Gave me the puffy, creamy first, but puffy.
What's the puffy? What is on a palate? What is puff? What do you mean by like puffy? When I think of puff,
I mean that my nostrils, like in the back, it goes not up my nose, but I get it up heady. It gets heady for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if I got that. I don't know if I know what that feels like. Pause.
I mean, if you drink enough and inhale enough champagne.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
It's pretty good.
I like it. I would keep that in a wine chiller.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling better. I mean, it was a rough week for me. I feel like I lost the week.
You had a week.
I had a rough week, health-wise. Listen to your body, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to your bodies and do like me and sleep an entire day. Mm-hmm. That's what I did.
You slept 32 hours yesterday. It's crazy. I don't know if I've ever witnessed something like this.
I don't really even know what that was about. It was really weird. But
there was no hey, I'm about to lay down for a little bit and take a nap. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll hit you up. No, none of that. It was like, oh man, did you see that video? Yeah, with the guy with the purple jacket. Silence for like 6 hours.
Listen, my body was like, you need to sleep. You need to like turn off the television.
You listen to it.
Flip your phone down, silent, and just go to sleep. Now, I heard the phone ringing. I heard the text messages. I did let the girls know, hey, guys, I'm sleeping. I
don't even know if that was a matter of listening to your body. You didn't have, your body said, you know what, I'm in charge now.
We're going to sleep.
We going.
Yeah. So.
And then you woke up today like a new woman.
I feel so much better.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
There's a lot of exclamation points on the text messaging this morning.
I'm ready.
For those listening, she's doing this like shoulder gyrating dance thing that says other things. If you can imagine, you listen to the hump sounds she's making.
Oh, yeah. I'm so embarrassed now.
You ain't embarrassed, yo. You're on video and you're on audio.
That's true.
Audio humping. You're audio humping right now.
That's good. That means our relationship is very healthy.
It's healthy.
I hump lust after you.
Hump lust. She is a hump luster. This episode is not about hump lusting, though. Yo,
I'm feeling much better.
You're feeling way better. None of this I haven't had. This is Trina showing up. I haven't had this all week.
And thank you for taking care of me and
me
just lay.
There
on
really
you.
was nothing I could. Yeah, okay. I just let you lay on me. That's true. Which is what I do when you're not sick as well. I mean, is it true or not?
It's all true.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
But it was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like there was nothing I could really do. I mean, I offered up, but it's like, what can I do? So just let me know, and I will do my best.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. So we wanted to take this episode and recap a major experience in our lives individually, in our lives together, and in our relationship.
Yeah.
right? We went to
Definitely.
Costa Rica.
We went to Costa Rica.
Oh man,
Have mercy.
was Costa Rica on your list?
Yes.
It was on my list here for a long
A
time.
long ass time. I've been following all these different places in Costa Rica, like the airplane, the crashed airplane hotel.
Yeah.
Like all those things I've been following, and I
We didn't even go see that hotel.
we didn't
We
even
wanted to
go see
it.
the hotel. We were busy.
Yeah, we were.
We were. It was a relaxing trip, but there was stuff going on in that villa, and we just wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Yeah, we did stuff, and then we came back, and it was just more stuff happening. It was just a lot.
So we were going. We got invited to Costa
Yes.
Rica by some friends of ours who had their 10-year anniversary, and they were having a vow renewal
So
there.
beautiful.
Beautiful, right? So
Beautiful.
we they had this place called Villa Punto de Vista.
Yes.
Right, Villa Punto de Vista, and it is a 10-bedroom, I believe, 10-bedroom villa that you have to rent the entire villa. You can't just like rent a room and then there's people you don't know in another room. You
Yeah.
have to rent the entire joint or whatever. And a bunch of us, we all picked our rooms and we
Yeah.
paid and we planned it out.
When she said it was $5,000 a day, I was like, wait. I was doing the math like, wait, what?
Yeah,
What? It was
Yeah.
amazing though.
It's a blessing.
It was so great. It was such an experience that I've never experienced before. I've never experienced a villa like that before.
we haven't experienced a lot of things that happened during this trip. So
This is true.
Shall we dig in?
Let's begin.
Let me just say, this is Trina's time to shine. Right?
Do I get my music?
Oh, this is Trina's time to shine.
Hello.
This is she was our travel agent,
Travel agent Trina at your service.
and I will just tap in wherever I need to tap in because I was there for the ride.
Okay.
Pause. So let's start off with the travel arrangements, like what we had to do.
Right. So the couple that's hosting gave us a few pointers and a few tips about the travel and about going to Costa Rica and the dates and all that kind of stuff. And we realized that it was best for us to go a day early.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to miss the day of festivities and activities coming in on Friday.
Yep.
So we left
Thursday.
Wednesday night, really Thursday morning on a really red
midnight
eye.
Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, it was a 11:52 or 1:52 a.m. flight,
something
something
like
crazy. And let me just say for the record that my experience in travel, I'm usually really great at this. I usually pick flights and boom, it's bow, bang, bang, everything good. Trying to get free upgrades, all kind of stuff. And I went to Priceline and I got our first set of tickets to and from. It was going to be, I think, Baltimore to
Panama, right?
Orlando. And then Orlando straight to Costa Rica.
Right.
And
What was it? San
Jose.
San Jose, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
I
Pause.
was not very familiar with this said airline that we ended up with, and that airline was Frontier.
Now let me add, before you go into that
Yes.
debacle, let me add that this trip, it was multiple legs,
Yes.
right? So you had to fly into Costa Rica, the mainland or whatever, and then there's another flight from there to where we were going to Capos.
Right.
Right. So go ahead.
Right. So I selected because, okay, first I saw these tickets out of DCA and they were probably like a little under $500 each. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we can fly out of there. Still, we got to do some, a couple of flights or whatever. But then I saw one that was $100 cheaper.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And that was with Frontier?
And that was a Frontier. So we
She
got the
didn't.
front.
She didn't know, y'all.
I ain't know. Guys, I had no experience with Frontier. I haven't left the country since 2016. And so literally I was totally clueless. It's like, oh, we got this thing. So then I go fast forward like maybe a couple of weeks out. It was about 21 days out. I attempted to go in and pick our seats.
Well, before that, right? You informed me that it was Frontier. So I had received a Facebook memory. It was a Facebook memory that popped up. And it was a memory, and it was a photo of me sitting on an airplane with a tray the size of, this tray was half the size of
a kid's
book cover.
Yeah,
like it was like 3 inches wide and like 6 inches. You know what I'm saying? 3 inches deep, 6 inches wide. And my caption was like, "Never again. I would never fly Frontier again." I didn't know, and that reminded me, Frontier was horrible.
Yeah,
and that's what I mentioned it to you. Like, yo, I just got this, and it said A, B, and C, and then you're going in to try to make changes and do things.
So I'm going in to make the changes on the flights because, of course, I got the flights. Oh, I'm sorry. I got these flights through Latino Air because we were going to a Latin American country, and they posted that they had the best deals on flights. And yeah, kept getting an error message. And I remember it was like a Wednesday or a Thursday, and I was telling you, I was like, I'm having problems like getting these seats, and the prices, they're trying to charge us like all this money for seats and bags.
Every little thing.
I don't understand this. This is crazy because I'm used to flying like Southwest, JetBlue, that doesn't happen. So I gave up that day, I remember. So then I came back and tried to do it again the next week, and it wouldn't let me. And it said to call the airline. And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? Why do I need to call the airline? I'm just trying to book these seats. And so I called the airline finally, because it took me a good 24 hours to just come back around to it. And the lady was like, "Oh, we tried to reach you. The second leg of your flight has been canceled."
Oh.
This was about 17 days out.
By this time,
yes.
So, no, we don't want to keep you guys here too long.
Yeah, we're gonna go fast. Sorry.
By this time, though, we were wanting any way out of this Frontier situation because the amount of money that we had to pay for luggage and seats was astronomical.
It was adding like to a whole nother flight. Like we could have just bought the regular flight on American.
Yep.
Although I heard American is trash, and we'll talk about that later. So she told me that, and she was like, "So we can get you to Orlando, and then it would have to be a whole nother day, and then you could take a flight the next day to Costa Rica." I was like, "No." I said, "The whole point of us going here was so," and I'm yelling and I'm going crazy and I'm pissed. And I was like,
"She's going ham."
And I had the insurance. We did purchase the insurance, so they credited all the money back to my card.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
We celebrated. And so within
24 hours, it was a full 24 hours. And then the next morning, the money was back in my account. So then it was the mad dash. I had already started, looking at airlines and I'd already known about Copa Airlines and Avianca Air and all these places, because originally I had picked flights where we were going to have like a layover in Panama for 7 hours.
We was about to crush Panama.
We were about to hit Panama and Mexico City.
Yeah, on the way back, right?
On the way back, it was Mexico City for 13 hours. And I'm totally fine. I'm thinking tacos, tequila.
Oh, we was going to have fun, yo.
We was going to have a blast. And when I went back for those flights were no longer available. I was able to get the Copa flight with a layover in Panama, but not the 7-hour layover in Panama. We were there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we were there for
barely,
no time.
Barely 2 hours. And so then I had also purchased our hopper flights. Shout out to Sansa Air for getting us. They are the local plane company, the local airlines. They fly to different parts of Costa Rica from San Jose.
So we're in San Jose, and we arrive and we have to walk out of the terminal to another terminal to leave out and catch this hopper flight. So we knew it was going to be a small plane, but we didn't know how small of a plane this was going to be. So we get there and they give us the little, boarding passes and stuff like that. Boom, boom, boom. They weigh us.
They weigh us.
We have to step on the scale itself, ourselves, body.
With our carry-on.
Don't take anything off, and then you put your bag on separate as well. Yes. But whatever's going to be stowed away, you put it on separate. Whatever you're carrying on, you have on your person when you step on the scale.
Yes.
And we were like, okay, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, cool. And we walk around. We're looking out the window, and there's like 3 or 4 propeller planes.
Yeah, lined up
Outside.
And I'm like,
We get on this plane, and they call us out. We get on this plane, and you can't stand up on this plane. I want you all to really feel what I'm saying to you.
think of a van, like the van with the rows.
It's a van with wings.
It's a van
And
with
propeller.
wings and propeller.
You can't stand up inside of it. There's
Scoochie.
there's seats. There's 2 on one side. 2 people have to squeeze in. On the other side, 1 person has to squeeze in, right? And then you can see the pilot. The pilots are right there. Like the seats go up, and then the pilot, you can touch him on the shoulder if you.
They gotta walk up. The passenger pilot has to walk up past us to get to his seat.
Yes.
Because there's no entry for him. Only
No.
the pilot has his own door.
Well, they're both pilots, but
Right.
yeah, they're only
The
on the left.
co-pilot.
So
Yeah.
it's wild. So we're looking like, okay, here we go, and we take off. Let's just get there. So what happens in the air from your perspective, Trina?
From my perspective, my near-death experience of just arriving to Costa Rica and not having had any alcohol or anything. It was
only
9
made it
o'clock
better.
in the morning, and I'm sitting, and we take off, and I'm like, oh, wow. Oh,
Whoa.
no. And we're literally flying over the villages, the mountainous regions. You see hills and valleys and roads and whole towns and all these things. And then it goes bumpy and white.
So just like a helicopter, this small plane, you're gonna pick up every little bit of turbulence possible.
Sweet baby Jesus.
And then at one point, you said you looked out the windows, and what did you see?
White. White.
It was a cloudy day.
It was. There were clouds all around us. All of a 360-degree white cloud that we were in, flying over mountains and everything. And I understand that Costa Rica is a a developed country based on a volcano that was formed, and that everything is grown around that. And so I'm like, so we're just flying over this land, and we can't see nothing.
You couldn't see anything.
You couldn't see anything in front of you. And I'm looking at the pilots like, well, what are they looking at?
Right, because if we can't see anything, guess what? They can't see anything.
They were going by the grace of radar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Grace of radar.
the grace of radar.
Technology.
Whatever technology they had. And granted, these are excellent pilots. They've been doing this flight back and forth forever and ever. And the people who were sitting there were like, there were a couple of expats, some Americans who actually live in Costa Rica. And they're like, oh, this might be a little bumpy, because the weather and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, lady. Yeah, really?
Where are you guys staying?
Where are you guys staying? Oh,
We told her where we were staying. She's like,
y'all staying there?
She was nice though. She
was cool, but you know how it goes. They trying to figure out who we were and count the money.
I should have told her I was a rapper or something.
Yeah, you were like rapper or an NFL player or something like that.
I can't pass as an NFL player.
Listen, they always think it's an athlete or a rapper, one or the other. Black people just can't be able to just travel.
I should have been like, yo, I'm a porn star. My name is Buck Nasty. No?
Really?
I could have done that.
A porn star. Really?
That's why I got all this money to stay here.
That's
We rented the whole villa ourselves.
All
right, look, let's get back to this.
So we're in the clouds, you guys. And then slowly as we come in closer to what appears to be a landing strip.
The Capos Airport.
The Capos Airport
is a street.
It's
probably the length of my street here that I live on.
Yeah,
you think? And I can see both ends from my apartment.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah.
So we turned this corner. We, as the lady said, we came in a little hot. Pause.
We were coming in hot, y'all.
Coming in hot.
It was bumpy. It was not level.
No,
there was a whole lot of dips. There was a dip, baby. There was a whole lot of stuff going on, and I'm filming it on my phone because I see how low we're getting to the roofs of several houses that as we're coming in, the palm trees, and it's beautiful and it's green. You can see
gorgeous.
You can see the ocean line up there because now we're below the clouds. But just the coming in, and then I look straight ahead, and you can see cars.
You can see cars at the end of the runway. There's a street.
At the end of the runway, way. There's cards.
And it wasn't far. It was right there.
Oh my goodness.
So we landed and it was rough, and then we made it. We're alive. We're shooting right now. We're actually shooting this podcast. We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We didn't die.
We didn't die. But did you die?
But did you die?
So that was near death experience number 1.
That was wild,
for
man.
the vacation.
So let's fast forward ahead a little bit.
Yes.
And we ended up getting a shuttle, right? So we got a shuttle cat of sorts, and he rode through these little towns and stuff, getting us to where we had to go.
I saw where the hospital was, y'all.
He's texting. She found the hospital. He's texting the entire time. He's driving a stick shift.
Yes,
He's driving a stick shift in a van and texting the entire time.
Where? What is the address? What? Show me the address.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he gets us to our first villa.
Yes.
I don't remember. What do you remember the name of it?
Casa Elsa.
Casa Elsa.
Elsa.
Let's talk a little bit about Casa Elsa.
We had Casa Elsa to ourselves. That was like the sex shack. It was just like this amazing villa.
Did you just say the sex shack?
It was like a sex shack. It was just like, you could have shot a porno in there. There was like,
oh, now you want me to be a porn star? Did you just call them a sex shack? Are they on Instagram? We gotta tag them, son. The sex shack is what we called it. It was dope.
It was
son.
dope.
It was so infinity pool in there.
Yes.
Outside kitchen.
Yes.
Yo, let's really break it down and talk about Casa Elsa.
Okay.
Casa Elsa, we get there. So that was my responsibility. I booked this place.
You booked this place. You booked it on Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Let me give it to you.
High five.
Hey.
I booked it on Airbnb because it looked pretty clean, and you were excited from the pictures that you saw.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and so we get there, and it's very nice, right? So we're walking around. The guy is really carefree. He's like, you guys, showing us around the place, outside dining if you needed, infinity pool, outside kitchen, like I said earlier. Very nice. We do all the little paperwork stuff, whatever, and he takes us to our room, the room that I reserved. And we go to the room, and he said, you know what, you guys are here. You're the only ones here this whole weekend. I'm gonna give you a better room. Walks us across downstairs, I think, or right.
It was around the corner.
Around the corner to another room, and it's like, I don't even know the size of this room was crazy, right?
It was.
You walk into the bathroom. And it had the big shower head with the, what do they call those? The shower, the rain forest shower head.
Shower.
You just walk straight into it. There's no glass or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You just walk straight in there. It was so dope. Son. So, and he said, I'm like, well, what time is checkout? Because we only staying there for one night.
Yes.
What time is checkout? Don't worry about. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. He throws his hands up. I don't care. You guys, you stay here as long as you want. And I'm like, this guy is all right. Because that was significant because checkout is typically around 11 o'clock or 12. Right. Check in at the other villa wasn't until 3 o'clock. 3. So what are we going to do for 3 to 4 hours?
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and we were right actually up above at the top of the hill. We could see the villa that we were going to stay in. You could see the top of it, yeah. He pointed it out to us when he gave us the tour. He said, do you see that top right there? Yeah. That's where you're going to be staying.
Yep.
I was like, oh, shucks.
Right there.
We were literally at the top of the hill. We had to turn the road and boom, we were down there at it. So it was great.
So we had a great time there. We really enjoyed it. He said breakfast is at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm skipping ahead a little bit because we did go have dinner that night. We
did. I had a whole red snapper.
She had a whole fried red snapper that was amazing.
With the head on, y'all. It was delicious.
That was the seasoning on that. Ooh. We sat in this restaurant. Yes. And the ocean was just right there.
Yeah, the views. It was called Baja. Your
memory is spectacular.
Thank you.
And we're sitting there. The Macaws, right? Macaws. They flew by.
Beautiful color. In real life, they just flew by, did like a whole little circle thing.
Uniform,
yeah, so birds. You can see So you could
It's like,
see
look at us.
everything.
Like,
Yeah.
somebody had them train. Was it a trainer back there that
It
maybe?
looked like it looked like something out of Fantasy Island.
It did, yo. It was the timing was just crazy. Everybody in the restaurant just went nuts.
Yep.
And so that food was amazing,
It was
yo.
so great.
The food was so. I had what they called Caribbean chicken, and they had the what is it, patacones?
Patacones.
Patacones.
Which is also tostones for all my
Tostones,
Puerto
right.
Rican people.
But they were like bigger. You know what I'm saying? They were really good with the meal, but they weren't as good as yours. Like your joints is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Holla.
So
Tostones on tap.
boom. All right, then great time. So he's like, breakfast is at 8:00 in the morning.
Yes.
So we get up. We just happened to be up.
Because we had a great night the night before, y'all. That was the pool video with the bubbly.
That was a dope video, yeah.
Put my booty out there.
Oh, I did put your booty out there. Check out our Instagram at Where's Brunch Podcast, and you'll see Trina's booty up there. It is spectacular.
Oh, gosh.
And then we wake up at 8. We wake up and we go outside for breakfast.
Yes.
And it's his wife cooking
Yep.
us breakfast outside.
Yeah, because I had on a swimsuit, didn't I?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
so.
we
Yeah,
were at the pool, weren't we?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. It was so much.
Homemade sourdough
bread that
toasted.
she makes.
Didn't she have a homemade
Muffins.
jam, the
Yep.
preserves?
She has some preserves.
I mean, it was like, yo, and we sitting there having a conversation with my man's wife.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was great. Mind you, looking out at the beautiful scenery because the whole house is open to the jungle and to the views.
Yeah, we're in the jungle, y'all.
Manuel Antonio Park, which is also where the beach is. So you can see everything because it wasn't raining. It was beautiful. The sun was there, like, pow. It was lovely.
We did miss your half death. You had 2 near death experiences, but there was a half death walking that hill.
When you tried to kill me?
We had to walk up that hill to get food.
Oh, that time. Okay, so I wasn't there for the exercising, y'all. All right, I wasn't there. I was there for the Costa Rica. We were in the jungle, y'all. We was in the hills, the jungles, the birds, the monkeys. Gang, monkeys everywhere. And we had to walk back to the main street where the restaurants were, where the bubbly was, where the liquor store was, where the chips were. Everything was on this street. And it was a hill workout. Like, I had to have my sneakers on. I had to, you had to really walk it and work it. And I'm like, I did not sign up for this. I'm coming for Fantasy Island to lay out and look luxurious. And no, I was getting rained on and walking, but it was worth it.
It was nuts. So we end up finally checking out, right? We just took our time. We had a good day, and we get to the new resort before everybody.
We were first.
We were first.
We were first.
We was first. And then
because you tried to make me walk down there.
Well, we were walking because they were like, it's really close. It's like a 6-minute walk.
It's a 6-minute walk.
What they didn't mention is that once you turn a certain corner, it's all gravel. Did they mention the gravel road?
She said a dirt road.
Yo.
Listen.
So we're walking. I mean, these are little details that we don't necessarily.
This is important.
But we're walking down this gravel road, and then it's kind of important because
I said we should have took a taxi.
And then out of nowhere, I asked somebody because we saw a resort. And we were like, "Is this it?" And he's like, I asked the guy. He's like, no." He asked me my name, and he just so happens to be the concierge for where we were going to be staying.
And he was like,
was like, "You are not walking.
You are not walking down there."
Their customer service was spectacular, yo.
Superior.
Threw us in the van.
Yep.
In the truck, I think it was.
And took our bag, took everything from me. I was like, "I love you."
Yeah, my duffel bag was heavy, so I ain't gonna say
I love you. Thank you so much. And then we got there and they handed us a drink.
They handed us. We walk in and they gave us what? Passion fruit mimosas.
Mimosas, yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
What we talking about? And I'm looking at them like,
I'm doing pretty good as far as geniuses go.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. We were just sitting
This is a good decision.
This is great. This is great. We just sat down.
And we drank the mimosas.
Yeah.
And they gave us more.
And they gave us more, y'all.
We didn't know we was drinking into our alcohol package. But wait, that's so you want to kind of tell people about the the resort, is the villa itself, like how you felt walking into this place, walking around and seeing
it was just like it gave you a sanctuary spa vibe.
Oh yeah.
Like you walk in, first of all, the gate that protects the property, it opens up and you're just in and you step out.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. Oh, what was that movie that the couples retreat where they had
Oh yeah, it was couples retreat.
Was that what it was called?
Yeah, it was couples retreat, wasn't it?
Think of that, yeah, like couples retreat. And it was just so gorgeous and the Josue was the first one that we met. And
He hit you with names. I don't forget every damn body.
Josue, he said there's Jose and then there's Josue.
Josue was wild. Yeah, he's funny.
He was wild for the night all the time with
all the
us.
time. He was lit.
He was lit. And so just it felt so very spa like, and you look at the wood and you see the rainforest, and then you look down and you see the wood, like they cut the trees and they put them in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the wood imprints, and you look at the furniture and there's wood and the pillows, and you can see the infinity pool that I looked at 1,000,000 times on Instagram, and it was like right there. And then there's a whole sitting area off the pool.
Yep.
And,
With a bar.
Yeah, with a bar. Yes, bar. There's a bar on the inside and a bar's on the other side.
Yep.
Yes. And so then they gave us a tour because we were the first ones there. We waiting on everybody else to get there.
Yep.
Ain't nobody else there but us.
They took us to our room.
They took us to our room. Our room was
We're gonna get to it, y'all.
okay.
The room. They took us to our room because we had to talk about the room and what we felt after we saw everyone else's room. Right? But so with this part, he did take us to our room and then upstairs and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So how'd you feel about that? Like
I
the
just
rooftop
felt
and
like
all that.
the rooftop, looking out, seeing the ocean, and just this oasis of a place. And I was thinking about, okay, we're having massages up here.
Yeah, that's right. You had massages
scheduled.
scheduled.
I had massages scheduled
Look
for
at
us on
you,
the
yo.
rooftop. Holla.
Come on, man.
Listen, I'm gonna get you relaxed now.
Yeah, so she can take advantage of me and stuff. So, all right, so yeah, they gave us the dope tour and all that good stuff. Whatever, like the top floor, you can just the ocean's right there.
Yeah, and you can see the setup for dinner as well. We saw
yeah.
the setup for dinner. We were eating, and I was like, "Oh, that's so pretty."
So
Look at that.
the dinner area had like it came to a point, and there's like a sofa there where you can have a little bit of privacy and just sit there and see the entire Pacific. We're on the Pacific Ocean side. It's bordered. Costa Rica is bordered by a Pacific Ocean and Caribbean Ocean.
No, Atlantic.
Right? Pacific.
Is it?
Pacific and
I thought it was Atlantic. The curve. We're on the inside, not the outside, right?
I thought it was Pacific and Caribbean Oceans.
I knew it was the Caribbean.
I thought it was Pacific.
Okay, I don't know.
But maybe not.
Okay.
What do I know?
I
but
used to teach world geography.
yeah, you might know.
I should know.
You should know. You probably do. But nonetheless, you can see the ocean. And then when you go to the top floor where we were getting our massages later on, it comes to a point, and then there's like a hot tub there. Where you're just facing the entire ocean. It's just a gorgeous situation, and it's all covered. Yes. Right? It's all open on the sides. The walls are open.
But there's glass
but
up.
there's glass up partially, but you're getting the breeze and everything, but you're not getting the rain because it's raining season. It's rain season in Costa Rica.
Yes.
Which is in my opinion, a great time to go.
I think so.
I loved it.
I didn't have an issue with it at all. I don't know what the issue is. People go during rainy season. Patronize.
It's amazing, yo.
Go there, give your money because you're gonna get the true rainforest experience. And at some point, the sun comes out every day.
Every day.
It didn't ruin.
It doesn't rain till later on.
Yeah, it didn't ruin any parts of the day.
It doesn't rain all day every day.
And the heat that you're getting, come on, the heat is amazing. I loved it.
So everyone else shows up and they take us on a tour to see everyone's rooms.
Yes.
The entire villa.
Yes, because we already been. They didn't put our stuff in our room. We've already been all that kind of stuff.
We have we are in the fort. What's called what I thought was called the green room, but it's actually the forest room.
The forest.
And it's a smaller room. It's not a gigantic room. It's very small compared to the room we were in the night before.
Heck yeah.
However, it's nice. It's really nice. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice room. But when we started seeing the other rooms, we're like,
what the
how did we drop the ball on this? The purple room?
What the fuck? flickety flack. Purple is my favorite color. Why didn't I pick purple room?
Y'all know I be blaming Trina for stuff. I'm looking at her like, how'd you not speak up about this?
Like he's looking at me like,
how'd you fumble this? You know what I'm saying? The aqua room. I think that's where Brian was with the pool table.
Brian had the whole pool table. The game room was attached to his room.
We thought it was a public pool table in there. Brian had a pool table to his damn self. I didn't get one game of pool.
And the ocean view.
They had all these ocean views.
Hammocks.
Our room was completely encompassed by the jungle.
The jungle, y'all.
Right? So I'm sitting there like, dang, we kind of dropped the ball on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But as we stayed there day after day,
the mornings when we woke up and we laid there,
I swear I can't really explain it. I can't put it into words.
Yeah.
You know how impactful and how amazing the forest room was.
It really was great. Like,
oh my God. Like
it was what we needed.
It was what we needed, yo. The nature, that's just that aspect, the trees, the plants, the monkeys. We saw 3 different species of monkeys coming through, the howler monkeys. We saw the little orange joints, and then we saw the black ones with the white faces and stuff. Right?
The mama monkey carrying her babies up the road.
The black ones with the white faces seem to travel in like these families, right?
Yeah,
the babies and everything.
Yeah.
And then the howler monkeys, they move kind of similar, but you didn't see any babies or nothing like that. They just kind of like
loud.
they were like a gang.
They were gang.
They were like, hold up, let me see if I can
You got a gang?
Let me see if I can play the sound of the howler monkey. Let me see if
y'all ain't ready.
Hold on, let me see if I got this tuned up real quick. Y'all need to hear. Okay. I heard this and was like, I Googled what animals are in the Costa Rican jungle because I knew that wasn't a monkey. And I'm like, there's jaguars here. I'm like, I don't know if that's what a jaguar sounds like, and it was the damn howler monkeys, yo.
Shout out to Maya and Lanice who were in the cottage who were getting overthrown by the monkeys in their congregation meetings every morning.
The howler monkeys are a gang. They stand outside of their room throwing chairs over.
They were knocking chairs over trying to get into their cottage.
The other monkeys, the black ones with the white faces, they showed up at breakfast almost every morning, and they want sugar.
They're waiting for us to slip.
Yup, they waiting for us to slip.
Yeah.
Put your guards down so they can go grab that sugar.
Go grab the sugar.
And they're literally grabbing sugar packets.
Running back into.
He was successful.
He was. We watched him one morning. We all got our phones out and we're like, whoa! He hopped over to do like the initial. Let me test the waters and see.
Yep.
And the staff came over and shooed him away.
Go away.
He was like, and then he caught everybody slipping. For just a moment, he was like, now's my time. He was out. He came over the tree. He came on the roof, dipped down real fast, grabbed his sugar, and hopped back on the tree and was gone.
Yo.
Broham was gone.
It's kind of interesting being that, seeing them kind of break that invisible barrier that we put up in our minds. It's like they're not going to come this close. Nah, he was right there.
He was ready.
But they don't seem like they were like violent or aggressive towards people. Right. He just wanted the sugar. They want the food.
I want the food.
But they are mischievous.
Yes.
And when they don't get what they want, they start tearing shit up.
Throwing everything.
They start throwing everything.
They showed us the club.
They showed us video of them coming out into the spaces at night when no one's around, and they just be throwing shit.
Looking for shit.
I'm throwing
shit. Coffee cups, turning over the espresso maker, doing all kinds of things because they was angry that they couldn't find anything that they wanted. There was no sugar there for them. So that was a learning experience.
That was crazy.
It was really, really crazy. But we were in their habitat.
Yeah, man. We're in the middle of the jungle.
We're in the middle of the jungle where they were all living cold chilling before.
Like, yo, my cousin used to live here. Now y'all
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now y'all here.
There are tons of ropes, and the way it was explained to us was that the government, I guess, requires the villas and the places that build around the jungle to maintain the rope lines so that the monkeys can move about in the jungle freely around the properties. So it's one of their requirements that they do. So our room, we had like amazing views, and I have video.
Yeah.
And I went outside on the balcony, and she ain't bothered me. She had her baby on her back, and she was just going up the rope.
I'm in the bathroom taking a shower, and I could see her on the balcony. I'm like, hey, you I didn't realize the distance between the balcony and the rope.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you good? Like it looked kind of close, and I was a little worried. You're like, no, I'm fine. I'm like, yo, she's kind of close. But later on, I realized that they have it at a good distance. They can't really get there,
Right.
unless they come off of the building. They can get there from the building, but not from the rope.
So
We watched them every morning,
We did. We laid there.
moving from one end of the jungle to the next.
Start from the bottom and then just go up. It was really
Fantastic, yo.
It was
I don't know if
really
you guys get value out of this stuff or whatever, but nature and the wildlife, it's really a fascinating thing for me, at least.
It's great. I love it. I love
beautiful.
to experience just the culture, being in another country and experiencing just all of that. So you mentioned the bathroom. So do you want to talk about our living arrangements for the weekend?
So if y'all thinking about going to this place, I'm just gonna let you know, if your relationship ain't at this level, it's gonna get to this next level when you stay in one of these rooms. What I mean by this is, you come into the room and there's a bathroom entrance. There's a door to the left. You keep walking, and on the other side of that wall, there's a bed. Well, at the head, above the headboard of that bed, is basically an open window, right? With a curtain of sorts that you can drop. It's blind, like
drop
a
it
blinds
down,
you can drop down for
blinds.
private, quote unquote, privacy. There's a connection there. You using the bathroom. We all in this together.
There is no privacy, okay?
There's no
Listen,
privacy.
Nothing.
You can close that little curtain. That's about it.
That's about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
Well, you got any kind of I don't have any noises you know what I'm saying, loaded into my
Thank goodness.
my machine here or whatever, but y'all know what I mean. Like, sometimes you go to the bathroom, it's a little quiet, sometimes it's a little bit louder. Everybody involved in this.
Shout out to Poopery, because I
Poopery.
always bring a bottle.
She
whenever
got this stuff that turns your poop into flowers. It's crazy.
I mean, you need it in close quarters like that. You need it. You
Yeah,
don't
there's
wanna know.
there's no smells. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's crazy. And
So
get there.
crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, next level.
Next
Relationship.
level. The relationship is on a whole nother level now, as a result of this this vacation.
So you had an activity planned.
A bucket list activity, to be exact.
Go for it.
A near-death experience number 2.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Trina decided that she wanted to go zip lining.
Yeah, zip lining.
Yes, zip lining in the rainforest of, I forgot the name, but shout out to Safari Adventures. I think that was the name of the company.
What did I say about what did I choose?
You've been there, done that. Don't need to do it again.
I ain't doing it again.
Ain't doing it again. And I've never done it. So I was really, really excited and really just great to get off the resort and drive into this other side of Costa Rica, into the other side of Capos, and go up into like the towns and the village and all this stuff. Listen, the bus was jam-packed with people. And we rode through, oh my goodness, Palmtica. I think it's a palm farm where they are farming out the palm trees or the leaves of the palm trees out. I remember that because it just came to my head, Palmtica, because I said I was going to Google it when I got back. We saw farms. We saw cows in herds blocking the roads, all kinds of stuff. So we make it up to the location where we're supposed to do this zip lining. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you the skies open, they opened for us to the point that I was drenched, soaking wet. I just so happened to have my rain jacket in my bag because I brought it from Amazon. And I said, let me just throw it in my bag because we're going to rain. Yeah. The rain jacket was whack. Didn't even save me. It wasn't a waterproof rain jacket. It was a summer windbreaker, and I was totally
Oh
soaked.
my God, are you serious?
Yes, that's what it was. The water
It
went
wasn't
right
actually.
through
Oh my goodness,
Amazon.
Trina.
I'm giving it. Amazon advertised it
As
as
a rain
jacket.
jacket? Oh,
Yes.
man,
You know they're
that's
about
no
to get
good.
these stars. They about to get them no stars from me.
That's no good, yo.
So
I had no rain jacket at all.
listen,
You know how much when it was pouring out there, like
Yeah.
back because I was back in the resort by myself. Everybody was gone.
Everybody was gone.
Y'all was at
this
the
guy.
zip line, and the other folks were at the beach. It got zero. It didn't rain at all. It didn't even sprinkle.
Yeah, I know. We knew.
Oh, okay. I
We
just
knew.
wanted to let
We
you
knew
know
it
that.
didn't rain.
Okay.
And when I was texting you because we really didn't have surface, and I was like, I'm about to die.
And I'm like, LOL. How?
And we get to the place where he's giving the safety instructions. They're talking about the all the equipment that you got to wear and the line, the harness, and how to click and don't touch this and do this. And the rain is pouring
As he's
buckets.
doing this?
As he's doing it, the rain is picking up. And so I'm like, so are
We still doing this?
And Donnie, shout out to Donnie, because Donnie was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Hilarious, yo.
And we get through, we start zipping, y'all. The rain is beating me in my face in a way that, like ice pellets. I just.
Ooh, that sounds like it hurts.
Because they tell you to lean back.
That's
Remember,
right.
you have to lean back. So then that means the rain. And I didn't bring my glasses because.
Yeah.
We're up here in the rain,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the rainforest. I'm not going to wear glasses.
You don't need glasses.
So we zipped about 3 zips, and then, y'all, the thunder. And they're speaking in Spanish, y'all. I know enough Spanish to know when there's caution.
How far away from the villa was it?
Oh, it's 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay, that's why.
40
That's why you had a whole different weather situation.
Yeah.
Got none of that. I ain't hear no thunder or nothing.
Not only was it 40 minutes, but we also went up in elevation into the mountains.
Ooh.
We were
Oh, you're
zipping through
close.
the mountains.
Yeah.
So, and as I understood it, one of the gentlemen who was on the trip with us said that Costa Rica has one of the longest zip lines in the world that we were about to experience.
Word.
Yeah.
Did y'all still do that one?
Yes.
Oh.
It was the last zip because, okay, so when the thunder started, they started speaking to each other like, this ain't safe. We gotta stop. We gotta bring them down. We gotta take them down.
Did you say, hey, I can hear you?
And I was like,
Yeah.
just looking.
Take
like,
us down.
I know enough of Spanish to understand what he's saying. There.
Right.
And so then they were like, hey, we want to talk to you guys. You know, it's an issue of safety. You know, we're going to zip to this next place. And then there's a path to walk down from that zip to get you where. Cool. Great.
You ready?
Let's do it. Because I've already done enough.
You wanna go
Check it
home.
off my bucket list. I want to go home.
Right.
I'm texting you and you not responding because there's no cell service where we were in the jungle, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
None. So we get to the next zip
Oh, God.
and the rain.
I might have been napping at that point. Go ahead.
The rain stops.
Oh.
It lets up considerably. And we're thinking we're going to just walk it on back. And they're like, well.
We who?
Me
Because some
and-
people was ready to go.
Yeah,
So
some
Donnie was
people
still ready to go.
Donnie was ready to go. Kendra was ready to go. And what was her boyfriend's name? I forgot his name. And what about the other married couple?
Victor.
Vic, and what was his wife's name?
Diana.
Diana was with me. Diana was done.
She's
She was
ready-
ready.
she's
She was
ready
ready
to
to
go.
We were just ready to go back and eat. So they were like, well, we can continue to zip. And I was like, shit.
You was like, yo, just keep the rest of my money. I got my money's worth. I'm ready
We
to
were
go
like,
home.
can we get our money back? Because they were going to bring it, in, or we're going to get some of the money back. So they were like, no, we can keep going now. The rain stopped. And so the longest zip was the next zip.
Oh, man.
And it was crazy. It felt good.
Did it?
But when I looked down and I saw the streets
Yeah.
and all that stuff underneath me, like the winding roads, and I was like, where the hell am I?
You're zip lining over streets, like with cars and stuff on?
There was no cars. It was the winding roads.
It was a strip. It was a street, though.
Yeah. And I had the opportunity to look down and I saw a stream. And I was like, hold up. Where am I? Where am I?
I told you when I ziplined in Jamaica, the only thing I felt like I accomplished was not dying. That's not fun for me.
I'm done.
It might be, it might be for someone else, but it's not for me. That's why I stay back.
I'm done. I'm good. I've experienced it. We got some great pictures. We got some
I'm proud
great
of you,
video. Yeah. Thank you. Shout out to Donnie for always checking on me to making sure that I was okay. He was like, "You good? Are you okay?"
That's what's up.
That's
my guy. That's my guy.
He captured video of me zipping in and zipping out, and
he must have kind of detected that you might have been a little.
Everybody knew I was shook.
On nerves.
Everybody knew I was shook. Everybody knew I was scared.
Right.
Everybody knew I didn't hide it. I was just like, and then the end, the the bridge. We had to walk across this bridge, the rope bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to the end of the rope bridge, and I noticed people being dropped down into a river situation.
Wait
and
a
they're
minute.
saying that you got to walk across the water and not fall to get out of.
You got to walk through a river.
Yes.
Come on, man.
I did that.
What we talking about?
I did that.
What we talking about?
I did. I almost died.
You almost died?
I almost died in Costa Rica.
You know, you're the only person that I heard say that they almost died during this whole thing, though. I'm just saying.
Because they were just in shock.
they were in shock. That's what they was.
Because I almost died.
You almost died.
I ain't weigh enough for the things that they was doing over there to me. And they dropped me down into that river. I was like, I was standing at the top, like breathing heavy, like
hilarious, yo.
I can't do this.
Oh
I can't
my God.
I'm good. Near death experience number 2.
While you guys were out here having these adventures, I was at the villa by myself, because the other group of people were at the beach. And they came back, right? So we're all in the pool, partying. Mm-hmm. Music is going. They brought the snacks down from the dinner from the day before. Mm-hmm. We have brownies. We have pasta. We are partying, and we thinking, what? Because you're texting me telling me how you're almost dying and all this other stuff. We're like, what music are we going to play for when they drive up? And we went through a few songs. I think it was Another One Bites the Dust.
Yes, that was the song.
Another One Bites the Dust.
Really? Another One Bites the Dust? Because Keisha messaged me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
She was like, are you okay?
Yeah, because
I'm hearing
the stuff you were saying, I told Key, I said, no, I think she just had an experience, and it's not a negative thing per se. Mm-hmm. She's not in danger, but she's just letting you know things got kind of crazy out there. I know her well enough to know that she's not like really scared and like in bad shape right now. So because she was starting to get a little worried about what was going on.
Okay.
So that's why she probably was hitting you up like, yo, what's poppin'? But we were in the pool. Y'all pulled up in the van, and Another One Bites the Dust playing. We in the pool, and then everything just turns into a dope party from that moment on.
Yes, it was a dope party.
Really dope, man.
There were shots.
There was
all kind of stuff going on when we got back. I was just so happy to be back on land and not zipping and attached to anything.
Back on land. And the next day was the ceremony, wasn't it?
Was it
the actual
because we did the morning beach, right?
Yeah, we did the beach, and the beach was really dope. This area in Costa Rica is literally where the jungle meets the ocean.
Manuel Antonio Park,
beautiful, yo. I mean, the jungle meets. We saw sloths out there too.
Shout out to the sloths.
There's a couple of sloths out there, and so the ceremony itself, we don't have to get into all the details, of course, but it was beautiful.
I was crying.
Yeah, we was all. Everybody was trying to hold it in. Like, it was cool when Donnie came out, but when Keisha came out,
everybody was tearing up, crying.
Everybody was tearing up, yo. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Everybody was tearing, like, trying to hold it together because she was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You can just see the happiness on her face, and you can see the happiness in Donnie's face. You can see the happiness in Yvette's face.
Yep.
Everybody was happy, yo.
Yeah, can I speak to that?
Please.
Too? Because it was really cool for me to see a family together celebrating and traveling together and, you know, just present for the event, because I have not traveled with my family internationally.
Me either.
Only my Aunt Wendy went with me and the girls to Italy, but to see, Donnie's dad there, his sister, his
Brother.
niece, his brother, it was just really good. It was such a familial experience.
Yeah.
It was so great to just see that happening and feel the love that was there.
Yeah, that was dope, yo.
It was really
And to be a part of it.
and
you
to
know
be
what I
a
mean?
part of it. Yes.
Dope. And and for us, like the moments that we shared while we were there, we definitely grew closer. And I think we just just took our bond to another level.
Yeah.
And people recognize. I think people recognize that too while we were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a beautiful thing from beginning to end. The vacation itself was just beautiful. There was no downside to the vacation itself. That restaurant we hit the last night was kind of funky. But that's the rest of the restaurant's fault.
It was just rough. The rain was pouring down.
The service was terrible.
The service was terrible. They had these amazing views
Yeah.
of the water, but because the rain and it was cold and it was just a bad look. We could have stayed in for Chinese or something.
Yeah, we could have just stayed. We did order pizza that one night.
Yeah, that
we all
one
ordered
night,
a bunch of pizzas.
We ordered a bunch of pizzas. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend pizza in Costa Rica based
No,
off of that
just get some
order,
tacos.
but
Get some
well, we
tacos.
crushed that pizza though.
We did. We killed it. It was great.
It was great, man. It was just such a great experience, and again, I just want to reiterate that forest room, yo. Oh my god, just watching, I just sat there and stared at the trees and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The
We
plants.
just laid there.
You can hear.
Even when you open the screen.
Yeah, our room's the only room that had these two little screens that you can open so you can actually hear
the forest.
The forest.
Yes, and it was alive, y'all.
It was alive. It was alive.
It was
yo.
alive.
You heard some noises.
Yeah, we did.
So, man, then we had to, sadly we had to leave. Now, you weren't able to, the plan was to try to change our flights 24 hours ahead because of what? I'll let you go now. Here's the sandwich. You sandwiched this whole thing.
Travel agent Trina failed again. Okay, I failed.
Back against the wall.
Back against the wall because we were hustling to get flights. We got these return flights. So we got two separate one-way flights, basically. So we came out on Copa Air, which was a fantastic experience. We know next time we're going to fly Copa Air business class because, oh my goodness. But it was a great experience. But going back, we flew back on American. American had all these zigzag flight situations going on.
It's crazy.
And we were trying to change our flights. But because of the type of flights we had, basic economy, don't ever do it again.
Can't change a damn thing.
Can't change a damn thing, which is so foreign to me. I'm not used to this whole new, you can't change a flight because it's this category type of thing. I've always been able to change flights. Like, what do you mean? Like, JetBlue, change the flight. Like, not thinking about all of that. So we tried to get on different flights. We tried to volunteer for the payout to get a different flight, which they didn't take it.
They didn't need it.
They didn't need it. They put us right on that flight and got us on back home.
So basically, we left. What day were we leaving out?
We left on Tuesday the 16th.
And we were scheduled to arrive home
Wednesday at 12:18 a.m.
which is
2
days.
A day, yeah.
Tuesday morning all the way to like midnight Wednesday night.
Yeah. Y'all.
It was rough, yo.
It was rough. It was rough. Shout out to Joe and Tiff.
Shout out to Khalid.
Shout out to Khalid. Amazing that we had people to
Why you say Joe and Tiff?
stay at the Airbnb.
Oh, we stayed at their Airbnb in Miami.
Because we got in. Our flight was like at 2 their time.
Yeah.
But that was 4 U.S. time.
U.S. time.
And we got in at like 9 p.m.
Yep. And went straight to his Airbnb. He let us stay there for free.
Let us stay there for free at their Airbnb. And then we got up.
We were able to wash our clothes, Trina.
Oh my God, we washed clothes, y'all, because we was thinking.
We were so
my clothes was walking.
Your clothes didn't need you.
They walked to the washing machine. Okay? My underwear, everything. It just walked.
It was a grocery store across the street. If he didn't have detergent there, I would have went and bought a full thing of detergent just to wash those few things.
Because there was a Winn-Dixie.
It was crazy.
It was rough because we had been, traveling. We took the little, the chopper, the little
hopper
hopper flight back to San Jose from Capos, and then we get our flight, and then we were in the airport for several hours because the original flights. I had booked the hopper based on the original flights from Frontier.
And the shuttle, right, and the shuttle and stuff. Right, you're right. So we had to sit there for a while.
So we had to sit there for a few hours, but it was great. The airport at San Jose is really, really nice. Clearly,
it's cool.
They've done
it's
some
dope.
upgrades.
Yeah.
The food was smelling good. We had breakfast.
Yeah, I had a burger for breakfast.
Yeah, and I had like a traditional Costa Rican plantains and rice.
Our plantains there.
They were good.
And then so we go to Miami, but the longest part was a 12-hour layover in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, y'all. We were so close, yet so far away. We were in North Carolina.
We saw other flights leaving, going straight to D.C.
Going straight to
we
D.C.
were sitting
and
in the
we
airport.
couldn't get on the flights. And let's keep it real. There were tons of flights that were oversold. They had long-ass waiting list lines, standby lines.
Yep.
Tons of flights were oversold.
It was crazy.
Overbooked. There was no way for us, but lessons learned.
Yep. So,
Lessons
fortunately, I have a friend, a close friend, a really close friend, a brother of mine that lives in Charlotte. And I let him know. I didn't let him know ahead of time, or he would have planned more. But I let him know once we realized we're not going to be able to change these flights.
Yeah.
I said, yo, bro, we're going to be in Charlotte for 12 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, I can pick you up after 3 o'clock. And, you know, I haven't seen Leak in a minute. So you got to experience one of my closest friends.
Such great energy.
Great energy, right? It's my guy,
my
man. Love
gosh.
Khalik. You know what I'm saying?
So cool.
He just moved to Charlotte some time ago from St. Louis. He and his wife and her daughter. And he showed us Khalik drives so fast.
Listen, I seen all of Charlotte. Okay?
We saw the entire city.
I saw all the hot spots. I'm gonna be back. We're gonna be back. We're going back to Charlotte.
Yeah, I want to go back there.
Yeah, I do.
It looked.
totally
It was some
do.
dope areas in Charlotte.
There were some spots I wanted to experience.
Yeah. He was like, yo, we drove across. I don't know if it was a bridge or we drove somewhere. He was like, this is kind of like the black area. We get there. I was like, this gentrified.
Yeah.
It used to be the black area, but the black
Yeah.
folks are still there, but they there too.
You see them new buildings built up, all
Yeah,
the
those apartments. You know what I'm saying?
You
Once
know?
you get the apartment with the grocery store in the bottom of it,
You already know.
gentrified, baby.
It's a wrap.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So that was a good time. He really helped because, let's not skip over Charlotte's airport.
Oh, Charlotte's airport is like a whole city. Like I've had a layover there before. I think I was coming back from the Dominican Republic and I had a layover. I didn't experience all that we saw in walking the airport that day.
Beautiful airport.
Beautiful airport. They got rocking chairs.
We sat in those rocking chairs for hours, yo. Those helped out a lot.
It did. It really did. Because I charged my phone. I listened to the podcast, the other podcast I listened to, crying, listening to that. Looked over stuff, caught up on things that I missed over the 5 days that we were gone. It was just amazing.
That helped out a lot.
There were so many things. There were so many eateries. There was a wine spot in there. I was so tempted to ask to go, but I knew we were leaving because Khalik was coming to get us.
Right.
So I was like, okay, we're just not.
And we were on fumes.
Yeah,
we
were.
I was so tired, yo.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that again, babe.
By the time Khalik brought us back to the airport. We flew back to Dulles. We got into Dulles at like after midnight, right?
Yes, 12:18.
12:18. I mean, we were so the Uber, the Lyft driver was insane, and we always have crazy Lyft experiences.
We keep getting crazy ass Lyft
We
drivers.
might need to switch to Uber. I don't know if it's the company or what.
Do you think?
I don't know.
They getting the psycho drivers. Remember that happened in Fort Lauderdale.
It's happened a zillion times with us.
Oh my gosh.
And we get home when we get to Trina's house because I parked at her house and we left from there. And we walk in, Beans, Trina's dog Beans is going crazy. And usually I would show him attention. I walked in and got my keys right back out.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
And I understood that.
I
totally
go home.
understood it.
I got home and I went to sleep.
I just put myself in the shower, y'all. I just needed to scrub all of the stuff off of me from the multiple airports that I had been through.
In a moment of transparency, I'm a boy, so I ain't shower. I was like, I'm going straight to bed.
I couldn't get in my bed like that.
I'm going to sleep with this dirt. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt.
Dude,
We went to sleep together.
cannot do that.
I know you can't. I don't expect you to.
Yeah, I had to wash it off. Like I was like, I just want to smell my soap.
I think the dirt helped me sleep better. It kept me a little warmer.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Beans was so happy to see me. He was just like, "Oh my god, you're back."
What
oh
an
my
experience.
God,
Have you guys ever had we should hear it. I want to hear some travel experiences.
I want to hear travel stories.
Man, if y'all get through this pod, I know people's attention spans are so short these days. If y'all get through this podcast, please tell us some of your travel experiences. We want to hear them. We will be posting on YouTube.
Yes.
And on our Instagram. Where's Brunch on YouTube, and then Where's Brunch Podcast on Instagram. Please tell us about your travel experiences, because this was one for the record books for sure.
It will never happen again. Let me tell you, travel agent Trina is on some new shit right now.
Let me tell you something about Trina, y'all. I've been around her when she wanted to cook something and it didn't turn out the way she wanted to, and the next time she cooked it was out of this world. This woman, when things don't go her way in a certain way, she's very determined. Very determined.
We will be in first class flights, going wherever.
I expect to be getting a massage during the flight and everything. Listen, messing with this chick.
A towel around your face, the hot towel, drinks, sleeping pods,
champagne,
all the
sleeping pods. Yes.
Listen, we're gonna have all that stuff because we will never go through that again. Oh my goodness.
That was crazy,
yo. The lessons we learned.
I don't blame you.
But it was great.
I don't blame you at all.
No.
It just is what it was. It was what it was. Yeah. It was a whole bunch of circumstances that there are some.
I mean, it started with the canceled flight. I should have just booked the separate airlines when I first saw them, so we could have had our layover in Panama and then our layover in Mexico City, and we'd have been fine. It was $500 tickets.
I think what this taught us is that, and it should teach people, is that there's a difference between finding a deal and finding cheap. When you find cheap flights, you might getting a cheap experience.
Correct.
But if you get a deal on a good experience, and that's cool. So it's like, look, you gotta find that, you gotta navigate that space, yo. Yeah. Because you can end up on one side and end up with 12 layovers and so on and so on, and you gotta pay to check a chewing gum or some shit. Like, they be bugging.
Never again.
They be bugging. But we got meals on Copa Airlines. We got a meal and everything.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I had churros.
Yeah,
I had churros. They were good. It was hot. The cinnamon swirl stuff that I drizzled on there, it was great.
It had some kind of egg thing situation.
Yeah,
with chicken in it.
Shout
and
out
I
to
was
Copa
crushed it.
Airlines.
Copa is dope.
Copa is dope, you guys. And do the upgrade and get the business class. I'd say
business class, yo.
Do it. Do it.
We doing it.
We doing it. Where we going next?
I don't know. It seems like Puerto Rico is kind of on deck.
I love it. Can we find somewhere like super inclusive with a whole lot of alcohol?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Want a lot of rum.
I'm sure we will find that.
The rum experience. We need to have.
You already know. Come on, it's Puerto Rico. Puerto
rum.
Rico has some of the best rum in the business.
Amen.
For sure.
I'm ready.
So I'm with that. So I think Puerto Rico might be on.
And my Spanish is getting so much better.
Mine. I just count on you for it. Yo, man, this is a good time.
I enjoyed it.
I hope y'all enjoyed.
I enjoyed getting my passport stamped with you.
Stamped.
My new passport.
Push these niggas up, be like, Come on, man. Get your passport. If you don't have your passport, get your passport, man.
Do it, y'all.
Have it ready, yo.
Get out the country. Go experience culture.
It's just different out there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dope places to go in this country, too. Yes. I get that. I'm into that.
There's tons of places. We both haven't been to New Orleans.
We haven't been in New Orleans yet.
Neither of
us.
Yes.
I want to go to Nashville.
Me
I don't know
too.
why, but you know what I'm saying? I want to go to Nashville.
I want Nashville hot.
I want a Nashville hot and I want some whiskey. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So it's places to go, but get your passport. Travel overseas, man. Do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. You can go get an overseas experience.
Yeah.
If you're scared, just go to Miami first. It's kind of like you're overseas.
Not Miami.
It's kind of like you're overseas already. It's pretty much like that. It's pretty close.
Miami,
Go to some people never left Brooklyn, or people never left Rochester, or people never left Long Island. You know what I mean?
That's true.
People never leave.
You gotta leave.
We just watched a documentary about, and not to get on a tangent here, but about New Orleans when the hurricane hit, and a lot of those people that got displaced, they had to go to Houston and all these other places in Mississippi. They had never left New Orleans.
How about that?
Not only have they never left New Orleans, a lot of them never even left
their wards.
Their wards, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
If you have the blessing of being able to purchase a ticket to fly somewhere, or just to afford things, do it.
Take the Amtrak, whatever.
Whatever, yo. Do it, yo. Do it. Please do it, yo.
Yeah.
One life to live, man.
Absolutely.
Where's brunch?
Where's brunch? We didn't do any major brunch. They fed us breakfast every day.
No brunch there.
Yeah, no brunch. No brunch there. But we had a great time.
Brunch is a culture thing. They ain't doing that over there.
But it was a great breakfast.
Great breakfast every day.
Fresh fruit.
Yeah. Plantains every day. Forget about rice and beans.
Gosh, eggs and rice and beans.
Come on, man. You're not even. Come on, man. only other time I did that is when I went to Jackson. What was it? Jackson Heights, I think, in Queens. And me and my boy Brian and our homegirl, she's I don't know, she's Dominican or Puerto Rican, one or the other, but her mother fed us like eggs and rice and stuff like that for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time I ever had stuff like that.
For breakfast?
And then Costa Rica. You know what I'm saying?
I know about that. I've been making that at home for a minute.
Plantains.
Yes, I will make some plantains for breakfast.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
We out of here, yo.
We out.
Y'all be good.
Yes.